give me some break. I'm not sure that he's a serious person coming to serve us. Somebody who says, that is the policy. In fact, you've been president before and vice president before. You need to propose some major policy, groundbreaking policy, something that is explosive, something that is mind-boggling. And then you are proposing what? And what do we hear again? Nightclubs will be open 24 hours so that young persons will go and waste their lives there. In this era, you are proposing 24-hour running of nightclubs. This man is a danger. And I don't think that will allow him to come back. They know what means for business and good job. Ghanaians want certainty. They know the economy is fast recovering, and all indicators show. And they want a safe pair of hands that can steer for the good and prosperity of all. They know our history, that when it comes to policies that benefit the masses, the poor and the needy, it is the NPP and not the NDC. It is this reality of John Mahama facing his third successive defeat. And he is going to be defeated again. He was defeated in the year 2016. Massive defeat, unprecedented defeat. It's never happened. And it was because of his poor performance. He was again defeated in the year 2020. And he is going to suffer another defeat in 2024. Ghanaian people are not ready for any violence. We shall not sacrifice our peace and stability to satisfy the wishes of a leader who had his chance and failed miserably with it. History does not favor John Mahama, and the future will not favor Ghanaians under John Mahama. Ghana's democratic journey has been a shining light on the African continent. As a beacon of democracy, our nation's elections have consistently reflected the will of the people, ensuring peace, stability, and progress. However, as we approach the December 7th general election, the New Patriotic Party is uncovering disturbing plans by the National Democratic Congress to adopt violent tactics in a desperate bid to intimidate voters and to disrupt the electoral process. This will never happen. This press conference seeks to expose those dangerous schemes and then also to emphasize our commitment to a peaceful electoral process and rally all well-meaning Ghanaians to stand firm against any attempt by the NDC to mar the beauty of the upcoming December 7th election, which they see as slipping away from them. Indeed, it's gone from them. Now, information available to the NPP reveals that several months ago, the NDC has been training thugs in pockets of communities, including Obuasi East constituency, under the guise of private security training. These individuals are being prepared to disrupt electoral process, particularly in Ashanti region, which is the MPP stronghold. We are aware that recently, November 11th, 2024, the NDC Committee on Mining, led by one Tony Obin, former Chief Executive Officer, Minerals Commission, held a secret meeting with some NDC small-scale miners at the conference hall of Mauli Hotel in Bidiem in the Obuasi West municipality. One of the aims of the meeting was to recruit some members of the pro-NDC small-scale miners to form part of the NDC's Eagle Force Vigilante group, which will be deployed to some MPP polling stations with the aim of causing mayhem on elections day. The MPP is also aware of mobile money transactions directly linking leading NDC members to payments made to these train tax. These individuals are being deployed to strategic locations in the Upper East and Upper West regions to foment trouble as well. We have also discovered plans by the NDC to use ambulances to transport weapons to these thugs on elections day. This deceitful strategy will also not work under our watch. Additionally, on elections day, the NDC plan to deploy thugs on motorbikes to shoot indiscriminately in MPP stronghold with the aim of creating fear and panic to suppress voter turnout and to disrupt the counting process. We are also well informed that some NDC members, led by a retired commissioner of police, Nathan Kofi Boakye, are coordinating efforts to escalate insecurity in Ashanti region and other MPP strongholds. This plan includes engaging armed robbers and other criminal elements to increase cases of robbery and kidnapping in the days leading up to the elections. We are assured that the security forces are on top of this, and Ghanaians have very little to worry about. But we need to make Ghanaians aware of the evil intentions of the opposition party, an opposition that has used the last 4 years to frustrate government business and want to use the defeat that awaits them on December 7th to disturb our democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, despite the enactment of the Anti-Vigilantism Act, the NDC on November 4th tried to launch a certain vigilante group called Azoka Boys. The police disrupted this move, and it was in the Ashanti constituency in Ashanti region. These individuals, known for their violent activities in previous elections, have been tasked with intimidating voters in Ashanti region to undermine voter confidence and to disrupt electoral violence. It is disheartening that the said launch of this supposed Azoka Boys was in the full glare of the public, and it was happening the same day the Peace Council and the Christian Council were launching the peace campaign. We want to assure Ghanaians that the MPP has seen through the NDC's plans and will use all lawful means to safeguard the sanctity of December 7th election and defend Ghana's democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, November 19th, 2024, the National Communications Officer of the NDC convened a press conference where he made baseless, frivolous allegations that the MPP is planning to rig the December 7th elections. Among his outlandish claims, he alleged that Brigadier General Opoku, the General Officer Commanding of the Central Command of Ghana Armed Forces, is part of a supposed scheme involving ballot stuffing, swapping of ballot boxes and pig sheet, and other clandestine activities to tilt the balance of victory in favor of the MPP ahead of December 7th elections. These allegations, he claimed, are targeted at the Ashanti region, beginning from the special voting exercise scheduled for December 2nd. Permit me to say this, that the statement is, the allegations made by the National Communication Officer and the NDC are entirely baseless, devoid of any iota of credible evidence, and represent yet another desperate attempt by the NDC to raise tension and distract the people of Ghana from their own misdeeds. You level against a reputable army officer baseless allegations. You do not provide any, not even a single evidence, and yet you want us to take you serious. I have said that nobody can rig these elections. Look, we will vote at the polling station. We will count at the polling station. Collation will be done. The new patriotic party shall emerge victorious. His Excellency, the Vice President, will be the next president. Nobody can foment any sort of trouble, whatever form, whatever shape. And there, if you want, try. Nobody. We will vote in peace. We will cast our ballot in peace. Ghana will be united. Ghana will not fall. And I'm telling you, the new patriotic party shall emerge victorious. Indeed, the NDC's communications officer and the NDC failed to substantiate their claim with facts or evidence, demonstrating that this is nothing more than a fabrication designed to divert attention from NDC's own wicked machinations to destabilize the Ashanti region, all because it is a stronghold of the MPP. Ladies and gentlemen, the NDC's desperation is palpable. Their press conference is part of a broader strategy to create unnecessary tension, fear, and panic in the Ashanti region by manufacturing an atmosphere of insecurity. Unfortunately, in doing so, the NDC has stopped to tarnishing the hard-earned reputation of Brigadier General Opoku and the Central Command of the Ghana Armed Forces. Such baseless attacks on the integrity of the armed forces are reckless and dangerous. And you recall, it's this same National Communications Officer who, before the 2020 election, said that all security personnel recruited during the regime of the new patriotic party, they should know that their tenure is coterminous with that of the new patriotic party. And so, if you were recruited, so we are talking about the over 100,000 security personnel recruited under the new patriotic party. This reckless statement from the NDC's National Communication Officer suggested that in an unlikely event that the NDC is back, they are going to terminate the appointment of every immigration officer, every police officer, every military officer, every prison officer, all security officers who were recruited from 2017 to 2024. Such reckless statement. That is the same person saying, throwing all of these baseless allegations around. Let it be known that the MPP will not tolerate any such devilish plans by the NDC. We call on the Inspector General of Police, IGP, and all security and intelligence agencies to closely monitor individuals like COP Kofi Boakye, who have been identified as a central figure in these destabilizing schemes. The MPP is also serving notice that any individual who attempts to foment chaos during the December 7th election, especially in the Ashanti region, should think twice, as such actions will be met not equal force, but with much bigger force to protect the peace, stability, and democratic process of our nation. Let history serve as a warning to the NDC that no party since the year 2000, at least, has ever succeeded in using violence to win an election. No party. On the contrary, violence undermines the effort of those who plan it and strengthens the resolve of the party it targets. The NDC would do well to abandon their destructive plans and focus on competing peacefully and fairly. The MPP remains a party of peace, committed to free, fair, and transparent elections. We will, however, not countenance any attempt to subvert the will of the people through intimidation or violence. We call on all well-meaning Ghanaians to reject the NDC's tactics and stand firm in defending our democracy. Let us show the world once again that Ghana is a shining example of peaceful and credible elections. And again, it is important that His Excellency Alhaj Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is #1 on the ballot. Is #1 on the ballot. The elephant is our symbol. The elephant is our winning symbol. And all our parliamentary candidates are also #1 on the ballot. Thank you very much. And before yada must say your friend more motimi aba. And now Mudi Ayasamba, Kunedi kind, Media Sam Papipa, Nedi Cambrem. Mamenka Angela Obibia said, Yamia Daruma. Your campaigner, your chassier, Metimiaka, Ewa Hase, Yametiasi. Yamia Duma, December 7th, Yabetwaba. Yabekin kind. Na December 8th, you know. Mekase Yamiani Munyam say, na His Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia, a president-elect of the Republic. Na mekase Yamiani Munyam Biam say, Eye Imrashe Begamunso. Ye benya clear majority. Ye benya a manaka capacity, ye benya no ebeburu madwene montiase so. Na medical ka say abawe obi enu obetime wiem MPP party yenya yadwen da yenya yadwen so da tie be wia babim sanse ye gye yehudi say ya ye adwuma ye gye yehudi say wo ba school semu a enne ye mofra 5.7 million enne omuntu admission fee omuntu feeding fee enne omuntu anyina munkanea omuntu ensuo textbooks free. Exercise books free. MPP aban. And now body sika show be abotum. And then admission abaya young friend you go school and I say your offers no your mano. Ka went to akran ka between 15,000 to 18,000 Ghana cedis. Says ka we sika aban e dia hye obi abotum. And now oba mpomudin e bi nsi da. Sa aban bi beba. Na wabo na adwe mu po. Se OC hospital mako oha ni echire edunnan 114 hospitals ni nyina so wo hwe baabi a yesi aduru na oha mu nchichemu aduoson eko aduwotwe 70 to 80%. Ebin sida. When you know, yes, our 40. Yes, yeah. And no dear, yapa hon to makra. Oko drobonso ebi wo a contomra, bogoso ebi wo elubo nansiana. President say we are sarren so dear, okobia no a contomra ebisio. Into oba impomuden so a ebin sida. Oba ya kwan yi a ebin sida. Ghana ha fa na nyina. Ye yi a kwan chain. NDC aban emmo ho imprebe nnan. Ye hudi say ye nyuma pa ya na ye bo ho dewuru. E dia check Ghana for. Na ye pese ye ma obibia te ase se adwempo bone a ekura NDC for. Ebi ni se nanu ye omukoye meeting our Mauli Hotel Obuasi West Municipality. Na penny o masoma no Tony Obin. Se omo penipa tu trasem nti yebetu omo ka. Na eda yebetu abane duru ho a. Omo akoye anyamransem atu trasem. We ade yehu. Na emma so ne emma so kina. Na ye pa ho ntoma amagana fo ehu. Ebiem sa wo sa hwa. Oma yo madwen se ye bepe. Omo atu trasem ye de atwa mafunuma. Na nkada ye beto aba no. Omo titi motorbike so. Na omo kuta atuo ni asekan. Na omo di nhurahuna. Omo kwa akoto aba. Na saa nyema wo ya titiriu no baabi a MPP ahoden gina pa. Eye polling stations a MPP ahoden gina e no mpese omudi sa adwuma yi. Ebiem ye sa ka kire omo. Se obi bia ya behan wo. Se wo famra ne che wo nsem. Na wo de wa kra fie o. Ni ama wutuo. Ya ma wo sekan se fa ko hunahunu bi. Se na utie mi asesa wadwene. San se ni aba wo so no. Esu chen ni aba wo so pen. Enti membo hu musuo. Se obi di sekafia bi e di afom mo so di ama. Enti o ba be sei odachi. Membo hu musuo kra. Se ye do afantitie bim. Se ye be ma wutuo ana adwempo a eye o mo se o ye di tuo no egu Yewura Muhammadu Bawumiani na bedi eche Yewura napo. We have been to all constituencies. Ya ye juma, ya ton yensem. Obie di adanse se. Ya campaign pa and sa campaign ya ma Ghana fo nyina hu se. Den e na ye de Ghana hye yensa. Ghana dachi e wo sibre pa. Ntini adaji a ye di edwin hu kra se ye ba be wi abato. Nebusiafo wa mamonya Ashanti se omunim so omadi nkuguo omunim se aba ye ba betui. The fortunes have tilted in favor of the MPP. They say abato ni mwani monyampa no akwakodi MPP for ho enu ntia yam hihye aba enti yemfa kwan bia so nanka abato yense no emma so da emma so ne emma so kina. Na ansa na mewie no mesra se obi antie ni yipa obia ni ha Ghana ha obetimi abon ho safo hene se ono de obesai abato aye babeto no nobody obia ni hono Ghana ha ya omra wa ha wa obeya na mra no obeti na wo si atutrasem bia obeye no one here to trust me baba wa so no ebe yehu mesre wo yire wo ma obi a wafaw se me ma wusika kuma bi kone koye to trustam kone koye patapasem mesre tu hufo mesre pa tu hufo abato yi ye beto ne fine Yewura Alhaj Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia or number 1 on the ballot. Ofa about to kratana on the dikan. Or soon na chance de. Nanim da hokama. Or ya bema ni monyamfo. Ni hu ofeye nanim da hopa. Oklahoma Hine. Nyakanya Yasum to qua now Shahina. And one no. Nyakanya Yasuma Hebebia. So what's out of fat and Rashebejum Kratana at the Trabanoswa? Yamra Shebejafuni now constituency Bia. Obia the number one. All the 275 constituencies in Nano, MPP Mrashebejafuni na at the number one. Osuno ayo machine so dear. Mr. Okwa no to abano ama number one. Abusia for medas Yamisha.
Any questions?
So was I looking forward to some evidence from you to back the claims of training and the students?
I've told you about a hotel in Obuasi, Mauli Hotel. I've told you about the date they had this meeting. That was November 11th. I've told you about the municipality, Obuasi West Municipality. And this meeting happened. And they were training people.
I was thinking that with all of these details, should we look at the timeline that will be presenting it to? I know you made a call on the IGP to monitor such any person who puts threat to the election. But with the information we have, you be presenting it to the IGP or the state security authorities to take some action. And just finally, I have the indication that you're addressing other issues as well. So I want to ask, there was an issue that came up earlier in the week, some allegations raised by Honorable about teaching students with on rights and all of that in the Papa Stop. I'm happy you are the chairman of the board of Papa Stop. I'm worried about this. What's the real issue?
I think that the Ministry of Education has just rubbished this. I mean, just yesterday we saw it on the front page. They've rubbished it. I mean, this is mere baseless, frivolous allegations. It is not true. We have never fed any single student with any unwholesome meal. So I think that the story is even dead on arrival. I mean, we know Kuchetua Black Power face negatively sensational, publications all the time. So I mean, I think that one is already gone. Yes, tomorrow, for instance, I know that we have a meeting with the IGP. Myself, I'll be present. We'll be about 3 eminent persons from the party representing, and then we'll be putting this before the IGP. Thank you. Okay, thank you.